Hi everyone, Joe here with another Fallout 76 video. As I've mentioned before, we have a lot of new players in the game, and one of the questions new players ask me the most is, why is my character so radiated? What's really cool is they then offer me stim packs and radaway to heal up, which is very generous of them. I then get to explain that it's actually deliberate, and I'm going to share with you why in this video about the Bloodied Unyielding build. So let's jump in. So what is the Bloodied Unyielding build? In a nutshell, the lower your health, the more damage you can dish out. We're going to discuss how it works and what its weaknesses are. Weapons with the Bloodied Legendary effect increase your damage output as your health decreases. Armor with the Unyielding Legendary effect increases all of your stats except endurance as your health decreases to a max of 3. These effects can be enhanced a lot with perk cards, food and drink items, chems, and other apparel items. The way you keep your health at low levels is to take a lot of rads, which is why characters with the Bloody Unyielding build are always glowing a bit. Sorry, I just like that sound effect. You can create Bloodied Unyielding builds around any weapon type. I'll be demonstrating using an unarmed weapon called the Unstoppable Monster. So let's test things out. First things first, I'm going to remove all rads, I'm going to heal up, remove all unyielding armor pieces, any stat modifying equipment, any mutations and perk cards are gone, so that we have a baseline of damage with just my strength of 15 and the weapon itself. As you can see, the base damage with this weapon is only 158 points, which is nothing. Next, I'm going to give myself a near-death experience by taking a dip in this lake and taking rads. I have equipped the Starch Genes card so I don't get a mutation. Okay, now that I'm fully cooked, let's have a look at what damage I can dish out with the Bloodied Legendary effect. And as you can see, it now gives me 307 damage per hit, which is a little better. Next, we're going to add all 5 unyielding armor pieces, which because of my health are going to give me 3 strength each. One of them is a multi-star legendary, so it's going to give me an additional strength point. So that's a total of 16 additional strength just by putting on armor. And that increases my damage output to 504, which is okay, but I think we can do better. Let's add the Adrenal Reaction mutation, which increases damage output as health decreases, and the Twisted Muscles mutation, which increases melee damage by 25%. And as you can see, damage is now at 944, which isn't bad, but we're not done yet. Next, we'll add perk cards that will improve damage output. All of these cards are at max rank. First, we're going to add the Iron Fist card, which adds 20% damage. Then we'll add the Nerd Rage card that adds another 20% damage. Bloody Mess adds another 15% damage. And the Radical perk card will add a maximum of 5 to our strength depending on our radiation levels. Finally, Ninja will multiply damage by 3 if we land a sneak attack. With those perk cards equipped, we can now deliver 1,622 points of damage per hit, but if we land a sneak attack, that's 4,866 points all at once. Now let's crank up the damage to 11. I'll use an Unarmed Bobblehead, which will add 25% damage. I'll increase my strength by another 7 points by putting on Shielded Enclave Under Armor, drinking some alcohol, and taking some Psycho Buff. For about 2 minutes, we'll be able to deliver 2,569 damage per hit. And if we can land a sneak attack, that's a whopping 7,707 damage in one go. And we haven't even talked about critical hits yet. Using the Better Criticals perk card, we can add 40% damage on top of the critical hit multiplier, which gives us a lot of damage. I'll post a link to the critical hit calculation in the video description. Anyway, with a critical hit, we can easily get over the 10,000 damage mark. That means if we can deliver a sneak attack critical, we can do enough damage to one-shot kill a super mutant behemoth or a Mirelurk queen. In fact, pretty much the only thing you can't one-shot is the Scorch Beast queen. And that's pretty amazing. So what's the catch? Well, as you've probably guessed, the drawback is that with your health so low, the Bloodied Unyielding build is a glass cannon. One hit and you're dead. We can mitigate this with perk cards that increase damage resistance and stealth. You also have to be very patient in your attacks, picking your targets very carefully and avoid getting swarmed. Otherwise, this is one of the most powerful builds in the game. Of course, if you have a different bloodied weapon type, you can use a different build, such as sniper, commando, or heavy weapons. You'll just need a different set of special stats and perk cards. A quick search of the internet will yield several bloodied unyielding build options. I'll post the links to the ones I use in the video description. And that, my friends, is the bloodied unyielding build, and why a lot of players walk around with irradiated characters. Let me know what you think of the bloodied unyielding character build, what other character builds you're using, or what other videos you'd like to see in the comments section below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with another Fallout 76 video.